Hey guys, this is Will from Airmental Studios. I'm going to be posting this on my Tempest Origins account. Here I'm going to show you my zombie deck, which is currently legal in standard tournaments. It's made up of primarily M12 and Innistrad cards. So it's a blue-black, like blue-black aggro. So there are a couple cards in here that I'm trying to get some more of, but other than that, there's really only one card out there that's not included in this deck that I'm trying to get, but I haven't found yet. But I'll let you know of that whenever it comes. Anyway, for creatures, I have 4 Diregraph Ghouls. They're really good because, I mean, 1-drop 2/2, sure, it comes into the battlefield tapped, but generally I'll have 1 or 2 of those in my opening hand, and I can just pop one out in the first turn, and chances of my opponent having any cards with haste are slim, so I get an upper hand. Instead of having a 1/1, I have a 2/2 for a 1-drop. I have 1 Walking Corpse. I'm wanting to get 2 more of these, perhaps take out one of my Diregraph Ghouls. The reason why I've added in Walking Corpse is because you'll notice here in a minute that there's a bit of a mana gap, like between my creatures. Diregraph Ghoul is 1. Walking Corpse is actually my only 2-drop creature. All the rest are either 3, 4, or 6. And that 6 will become clear in a minute. Anyway, he's a good blocker. I mean, he's a 2/2 for a 2-drop. I mean, plus he's a zombie. I'm trying to get some Cemetery Reapers. They're in the M12. That's the card that I don't have any of yet. But, I mean, all these 2/2s, they're within, shock range, but hopefully I'm trying to get them out of incinerate range. Anyway, next card is Stitched Drake. 3-drop for a 3/4 flyer. That's kind of hard to beat. Sure, it costs 2 islands and 1 other mana, but that's a small price to pay for a creature that's out of the incinerate range, because my friends, one of them in particular uses a burn deck a good amount of the time, so that's a huge help. I have 4 Ghoul Raisers. I'm thinking about, whenever I get some more whenever I get some Cemetery Reapers and some more Walking Corpses, I'm probably going to take one of these out and take out one of the ghouls and replace them there. Anyway, this is another way to get my zombies back, so even if I use them as chump blockers and they die, I can just easily get them back, because my zombies don't stay in the graveyard very often. That's one of the things with this deck. I have 4 Unbreathing Hordes. This is easily my favorite card in this deck. They are extremely hard to kill, in my opinion. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this, but to those of you who have comments saying, "Oh my gosh, these are terrible," if you actually look at the effect, they're extremely tough to kill. I mean, they come into play with a +1/+1 counter for every zombie you control and everyone that's in your graveyard. That's including itself, so it's automatically a 1/1. So say you have 3 in your graveyard and 3 on the field, not counting this. That's 1 for him, 3 for on the field, and another 3 for in the graveyard. That's 7 counters. So he's a 7/7 for a 3-drop. Then if he takes damage, he only loses a +1/+1 counter. So say if he is blocking some giant creature, instead of him dying, he just loses a +1/+1 counter, and he can easily retaliate by attacking. I mean, that's hard to kill. And he's a 3-drop, so, I mean, come on. Anyway, yeah, he doesn't stay in my graveyard long if he dies. I use 3 Undead Alchemists. I essentially have 2 ways of winning with this guy. Either I can win by amassing an army and just overwhelming them, or I can mill them to death with this guy. Yeah, that's really his main purpose, like, get rid of their creatures, their potential creatures, and then reinforce my front line. And then the 6-drop that I was talking about is 2 Grave Titans. I mean, he is my game ender. He is, 6-drop, Death Touch, 6/6. Whenever he enters the battlefield, put 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield. Whenever he enters the battlefield or whenever he attacks, you get 2 more tokens. That's... If you don't kill him fast, then I'm going to get a ton of tokens, like, really quick. Anyway, that's it for my creatures. Now, time for my other spells. I have 4 Ghoul Caller's Chance. I get to return up to 2 zombies from my graveyard to my hand. That's extremely handy. Only a 1-drop. Sure, it's a sorcery, but it's not that big a deal. I have 3 Dream Twists. I'm thinking about taking these out, actually. Sure, they only really go with my Undead Alchemists because you have to put the top 3 cards, like mill 3, and then that's an additional number that can be like more potential creatures that can be sent out of my opponent's deck. It's really the only reason that those are in there. 2 Grasp of Darknesses. I think these are the only card. No, I have some more cards in here that are non Innistrad or M12. 2-drop for a -4/-4, and it's an instant. So, say if my opponent has a really strong creature, like say if I'm playing a green aggro deck or something like that, my opponent, brings out a 5/5. Well, I block it with one of my zombies. That means he has 3 defense left. Then I can just Grasp of Darkness him to kill him. Very easy. Or I can just simply Doomblade it. Instant, destroy target non-black creature. It's self-explanatory. The other one is Go for the Throat. If in case they have black creatures, I can go for the throat their creatures anyway because they're non-artifacts. Hopefully. That's a big if, though. Note, I do not run a sideboard. Alright? Hey. I do not run a sideboard. Hate sideboards. I know they're useful, but I don't like using them. Distress, I can stop their strategies before they happen. That's pretty much the reason that's in there. Reveals his hand, I get to choose a non-land card from it. That's sorceries, creatures, planeswalkers, you name it. As long as it's not a land, then you're good. I also run 3 Forbidden Alchemies. There was originally 4 in here, but 3 suits me just fine. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest into the graveyard. This is a huge, I do huge combos with this and my Unbreathing Horde. That's 4 potential zombies that can be, 3 potential zombies that can be going into the graveyard. So that's an extra 3/3 counters for them as long as I have the Unbreathing Horde in my hand. Plus if I just need a mana or something, I can just grab it from that. I love Forbidden Alchemy. It lets me control my deck a bit more. 2 of my favorite cards, Endless Ranks of the Dead. It's an enchantment. Beginning of your upkeep, put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, where X is the number of zombies you control, cut in half and then rounded down. That's endless, quote-unquote, endless reinforcements. So, then finally you have my lands. I run 14 swamps and 10 islands. I'm wanting to get some Dark Slick Shores, but I think I only have 1 or something like that. And I don't like putting cards in there unless I either have a playset or at least 3 of them. For lands at least. 2 I might be going in with, but 1, it just doesn't really make that much of a difference. So for now, until I get more Dark Slick Shores, I run 14 swamps and 10 islands. That is my deck. If you have any suggestions for it, like I said, I'm trying to get some Cemetery Reapers for it. Please leave them in the comments below. Please subscribe to our main channel, Airmental Studios, and also subscribe to Tempest Origins for future deck list videos, duels. I don't know. I guess duels is with Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't matches. I guess is with Magic. Anyway, yeah, if you have any suggestions for decks, if you have any suggestions for, how we can improve this deck, or any deck matchups that you have, I'd be happy to make those as long as they're within reason. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, this is Will. Another little note. I know my lighting is terrible in here. I'm using my game room. And it's 10:39 at night, so I can't use natural light. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I'm going to actually be having a round-robin Magic the Gathering tournament over at my house. No, I'm not giving you my address. No. What I'm mentioning this because I'm going to be filming as many of the games as I can, and I'll be posting brackets and stuff like that. Showing the different matchups. Essentially, I'll do full tournament coverage on it. I'll do my best to stay up to date with them. Knowing me, there's no promises on actually having every single match in there. Actually, I know there's not going to be every single match in there. I'll just basically give you an overview of what's going on. But letting you know, I am going to be filming the tournament. So I'll be updating actually I expect quite a few videos from that. At least 3 or 4 from it, showing the different matches. Yeah, that's it.